Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect. So we are going to initiate our second session of the advisor training, a new initiative that the Committee of IEEE PES Student and Young Professionals in Region 9 bring in this year. We have already a first session where we talked about how is structured IEEE PES and how normally it works, all the initiatives that are across the society and all the opportunities, how much can the advisors can make through this society, some successful cases, yeah. So today we are going to talk about some interesting topics. We are going to talk about overview of PS student programs, IEEE tools, funding and grant opportunities for student branch chapters, and collaboration opportunities with industry and other IEEE units. So let me check who is here in the meeting. We are having we have attend some attendance um, problems with our first two speakers. We are trying to connect with them, so if we can know, we they can give the, the panel the talk that is about overview of PS student programs and IEEE tools. Uh, I'm talking. I'm checking. Um, at the moment, we're not making successful contact, so we are going to initiate with also. I'm going to question if we can initiate with Caitlin. I don't know. I think you are already there. I don't know if you can answer me, please, Caitlin. Turn on my camera also. Oh wait, here is with us Rishi. Rishi, can you hear me? Rishi?
Yeah, uh, hello Santiago. Yeah, I am able to hear you.
Okay, that's perfect. So we are being talking about the second session of the advisor training, and we are going to start with an overview of PES student programs and some programs like the High Performing Student Branch Chapter Program, the PES Day, PS Day, student congresses. I don't know if you're going to talk about member driving initiative, all that kind of program. So the microphone is all yours, Rishi.
Okay, thank you so much, Santiago. And hello everyone. My name is Rishikant Thakur, and I'm the co-chair for IEEE Students and Young Professionals. Uh, this is basically the event of IEEE Region 9 Student and Young Professionals Committee. And first of all, I really want to congratulate the team for starting this trial run as the first initiative. Uh, as I remember, we do not have any as such uh, officials, training for advisors, which is run by any PS committee right now currently. So we have trainings for students, we have trainings for professional chapters representative, but somewhere we feel like we are lacking somewhere the trainings for advisors. And why it's really important? So there is a reason behind that because you know, uh, for the link between the old student branch chapters leaders and the new student branch chapter leaders is only the advisors. The knowledge transfer from old to new is to be done by advisors. So if advisors are very well aware about what are the different opportunities in PES or IEEE, what is the hierarchy, what are different outside OUs who are working upon and where they need to coordinate to make their SBCs health really nice, uh, it will be great success. Otherwise, the new SVC leaders, they really need to do all the things from the beginning, and they'll spend most of their time in terms of, in terms of getting these things done. So that's why this training is really important. So we're starting it from region 9, and we are about to extend the same to other regions. And this is the first version. I can say we have a vision to extend it further in terms of different ways of trainings, and we really need your all valuable feedback for the same. So today, uh, as Santiago has already mentioned about, I'm going to cover the PES, a little bit overview about the PES opportunity for student leaders, and definitely I'll revolve around IEEE PES SYP initiatives itself. So I'll directly cover my session will be like again very a little bit. Mhm. I'm just sharing my screen. So yeah. So first thing for advisors, I really want to say like I don't know whether you are aware of or not, and if you really want to have the idea about where you have to reach out, who are the leaders to whom you can ask the queries regarding your student branch chapters. So there is IEEE roster. So in the IEEE rosters, we have the complete list of all the officers who current officers reported, and it is usually updated by IEEE staff on a periodic basis. And this is the responsibility of committees to do. So where we are, so we are under IEEE societies, and you can also go under different sections so that you can find out if you have any queries related to any others. So this is just like for you. So simple roster.IEEE.org. So we are under Power and Energy Society. So in the Power and Energy Society, whenever under the student branch after support, so here this list we have already sent the request to update, and soon you will get all the our officers reported. So all our officers means including Region 9 support, to whom you have to reach out. It's like Amanda and Emilio will be there in the roster itself for different initiative. For example, high performing student branch chapter program, there will be one officers to report here, which it will be reported. If you need any support in terms of IEEE branding guidelines, there will be a person from our public relation team who will be reported here somewhere with the new terminology for the positions. And similarly, for if you need any help, if you have any suggestions for award and proposal, there will be a person who will be reported. So this IEEE roster you can use for different purpose, like example, whatever kind of support or whatever kind of queries if you have. So you will get the contact details from here, including the email IDs. So this you can use at any interval of time, and this is really very good stuff. Second thing I just really want to cover quickly, I'm not sure whether it's covered in the past training or not, and I really want to share with you beforehand. So the thing is, in PES, our most of the strategy for this year will rely and revolve around membership retentions and inactive chapter revival. So if any member, student branch chapter leaders, I'll say specifically, or young professionals are contributing towards membership retention and chapter revivals, they will be definitely be prioritized in terms of any kind of opportunities that may be funding for through HPSPC, PMDI, membership driven initiative, or that may be basically the travel grants in terms of attending our 4 in-person training. So for Region 9 also we have training this always one training per year. This time it's going to be happening in September. I think the team is going to tell you about more about that. And I think it's going to happen with IEEE, PES, IGT, Latin America, I guess. if I'm not clear, but it's going to happen in September. Sorry if I forget, but yeah, it's going to happen in September. So you can expect somewhere around 2 to 3 months before the call will be open. So that is open for all the student branch chapter leaders. So team will tell you about in detail, but I'm not going to cover that. So how to get an idea about what is your membership retentions and all. So there is one specific tab that is recently added in OU Analytics. Yeah, yes. It should work. Okay. So other will see. Okay, okay. So yeah. So in terms of OU Analytics, they have added recently the tab for uh, your membership retentions and all. I'll have to check whether I'm able to load it or not because OU Analytics is really very heavy. So it includes two new tabs. One is called as membership retention, one is called as recruitment, and there is it's very simple to reach out. So let's say so OU Analytics used to update every monthly basis, somewhere around most probably this used to be done in the first week of the month. In the very worst case, it will be the second week. So we are usually getting the data updated on first day of the month, but you can still, for safer side, you can take it from take it as like first week of every month it will be updated. So yeah, again it has different tab here. So if you have the access of OU, you can get all the voluntary position also again from here. If you do not want to go to roster, but I'm not sure about the access for this for all. So here you can get under different committee, professional chapters, section leaders, all the data with different positions you can get by using different kind of filters. So what I'm specifically targeting the membership retentions and membership growth. So let's say if you want to find out whether, for example, you're running any kind of membership orientation, or I can say membership drive to increase the membership in your student branch chapters. Let's say any awareness session about PES opportunity for students, and either also for being professional. So uh, now you want to find out whether that running that drive is really effective or not. So you can get it through this tab. By the next month's first week, you can get an idea like whether there's an improvement in data. You do not need to ask everybody whether you have taken your membership or not. You can, that membership will be reflected under this tab. So this is membership and subscription tab. Here we have, society chapter level membership. So in this, you can just try to quickly go to the two tabs. So left side is the recruitment, right side is the retention. So recruitment and retention, how both are differentiated, is basically recruitment. For example, let's say you have last year's 10 member. I'm just giving an example, and this year your members grows to 30. So new recruited members are 20. Now let's say out of those last 10-year members, like 8 had renewed their membership. So your retention is actually 8. So 8 renewed plus 22 are the new members added. So 22 will not go into retention. Only 8 people who had who had the membership in the past, they are renewing their membership this year also. They are coming under retention. So again, in PES, we are more focusing to retention rather than growth, because retention reveals our effectiveness and our working efficiency. Because people are staying there for more than 1 year, it means they are really getting benefits from PS and they are really interested to be the part. Otherwise, if people are leaving after first year, it means we are not doing our job well. So for your SBCs also, the health metrics is accordingly. The evaluation criteria are, we are trying to shift it towards the conventional way of number of events and all, towards stats-based analysis. So stats definitely includes this recruitment and retention, and most prominently this retention. So I'm just scrolling the retention things. In the meantime, I'm going to cover this IEEE PES HP SBCP program. So again, for IEEE PES HP SBCP program, there are two main websites that you can target. First is our PES SYP website, and second the official IEEE PES website. So everything is well cleared in this website. So this year call is already over, and we are ended up with 234 applications or 37 applications from this year, and I guess from region 9 we're getting 40 plus applications. Which is good this year compared to the last year. We got a jump in region 9, and again, high performing student branch chapter is for student branch chapters again. Who can file the applications? Any student branch chapter representative, that may be chair, vice chair, secretary, treasurer, or even advisors can file this application. So this is an annual program where student branch chapter will get a funding around 150 USD as a basic funding, and if they are saying they want additional funding also, so they need to pass through some questions, and then they will get funding up to 1000 USD. So under this, we have a huge set of budget under chapter and membership head. Last year we have spent it around 45,000 USD throughout the globe, and this year also we expect the same. And we have given a lot of funds to student branch chapters. And again, the beauty of this kind of funding is that it hardly took 5 minutes to file the applications, and there is no check from our side after giving you the funds like where you can spend. It's completely advisor's decision. They can utilize this fund for any kind of student branch chapter welfare's activity throughout the year, or even if they want, they can utilize it in the next year also if they are not able to exhaust all the complete funds. So this is the thing, you have the complete freedom. The way which we are giving you the funds is basically a process called as IEEE, I think, routed through section. And then section will give it into your IEEE student branch chapters account, IEEE student branch account if you do not have any student branch chapter account. So for this year it's done. Usually it will start around in the first month of every year and ended up in March somewhere. So yeah, so thing is, for basic funding, so there are two different criteria. As I already said, if you need only basic funding, the two criteria is that you must report one officers on OU analytics, on officer reporting. So I just want the team should share this link of this IEEE PS HPS VCP in the chat box, so that they will get an ad. They will not forget about it, and they will save this link for the future reference. And yeah, I will also share some my PPT to you guys so that you can share it with the team. So again, for basic funding, you just need one officer reported on officer reporting, and I hope this officer reporting is basically already given you some idea about this while the team, if not, they will do it. And then at least two events reported on vTools event reporting. So if you are done with this, then we are just asking whether you have two event reported, you just say yes, and whether you have one officer reported for the last day, you just tick yes, and then that's it. So just in a two tick, you will get 150 USD for your student branch chapters. For additional funding, then there are some set of questions. So in some set of questions, like we are asking from you about like if you have any activity under technical and education activity head, that may be a workshop, seminar, 5 points invite, like little bit hackathon and all that on the story. Then accordingly, we are giving the points. There is some error, we will definitely correct it. So then second is, so for this we are not asking the complete brief detail about the event, we are just asking about the vTool event reporting link. So I'm not going to cover it now. I hope it's already done, or if our team will give you an idea over about how to event reporting and all. So maybe most of you are already aware of it, but still to keep it simple to all, even maybe we have few cases who do not have any idea about it. We definitely, I hope, I wish we should do it. So next is we should have some event for membership growth. As already said, for membership drive, we have some points for them. We have professional development activities. Let's say if you're inviting an industry partner, or if you are giving an awareness about how to increase your chance of recruitment, that all come under this. And then any PS day or PWIB events, there are diversity and inclusions and all those stories events. If you have any events under this, you can just need to paste the link of that particular events. And then if you have any PS SBC website, we are not specifically asking for SBC have a website, but you can have a page under your student branch chapter. That will be good. And the criteria for giving the point for website is, again, you should have a web page, plus it should be updated, well updated while we are evaluating. So these days we are evaluating, and yeah, if you have any questions, you can directly reach out to us through our email ID. And we have a very simple email ID. You can just reach out from here, or either ps.syp@ieee.org. So this is first thing. Second thing is members driven initiative. I'm not sure it's have a well-established website or not, but I think MDI is also going to be covered. You can just take it an idea. So this is MDI initiative. This is something like, again, specifically they are targeting the initiatives which are for membership driven, but again, it will be have some flexibility. But in this, you need to propose some proposal to the team whenever they have open call. New cycle is about to open for MDI, and already we have ended up with PSJ cycle, and this is handled by different committee, not by SYP, and this is by MDC. But now for the next cycle, SYP is also going to become the legal endorser for the applications for Region 9, Region 10, and Region 8. And like we can endorse any proposal. Like if we say this proposal is effective and we are providing some kind of endorsement letter, or some kind of comments to in front of your applications, the chance of acceptations, I can say, is basically increased. So this is going to happen from this year. So we are actually working with MDI and MDC committee, so that how we will basically endorse where, at what point SYP has to interfere in the proposals, like before the submissions we are going to give our input, or after the proposals. So we are figuring out. So in a nutshell, I just want to say, okay, my tab is already open for attention. So here you have to go. So in the left side you can see you have different kind of filters. I'm not going to add those filters because it will take a lot of time. It's really very huge data, so it is obvious that will take some time. So here you just need to attach the filters, like society name is IEEE, your region 9, your section, any kind of sections that from where you belongs to, your country you can add, or chapter type, student run chapters. And then you can download the data from here and cross tab, and then in that there is a file called as retention extract. Okay, you just download from it here, and in retention extract you can get it an idea about how many members you have in your student branch chapter last year, how many members retain. And then similarly in for membership growth, or you will get an idea. So these are some of the two tabs which are really very important for you to get an idea about what are the count of membership in your student branch chapters. Last, I'm just going to cover about our PSS5P website quickly. Um, in that, if you really want to get a complete idea about our different kind of initiative, different kind of opportunity in PS. So you just need to go here about us, and there is called as PSS5P prospectus. So this prospectus is actually a 4-page prospectus which we have created last year, which includes all the different initiatives that PS has and opportunities for student branch chapters and young professionals. So you just need to read it out from the top to bottom, and having some shots of ideas about different things we have. And yes, this IEEE young professionals is dissolved into SYP. So all the young professional related things are now going to be done by SYP itself. Uh, so then different kind of magazines we have. We recently submitted one of our articles also, along with Amanda was also the lead author in that. Different PST things. Then on the second page, you can just scroll down from the bottom, And here we have a scanner for each different opportunities. So you just need to go to here and you can find out all the opportunities. Just need to scan. It will directly take you to the official page where you will get the complete detail about. And also if you are running out of time, you can just read out these few things. So it is basically a snip of all the complete basic idea, whether this is for you, whether this is not. And again, for MDA, I already talked about different kind of scholarship in PES we have. Again, you need to scan it here and you can reach out to its website. What PES, HSC, other committees are doing by ignition funding is already, I think, not continuing right this year, but it's going there. We have different kind of PES volunteering resources. Uh, and yeah, moving ahead, different SYP initiatives. We have in-person trainings. I already said we have one for student branch chapters and young professionals planned for this in September, and every year we have IEEE Career Fair. This year we are giving a pause because of lay down procedures going on at this moment globally by the company. So we are hoping we will not get that much success. But again, we are in talk with the workforce to see the possibility of career fair. If there is any, we will definitely keep you updated. And then different PS mentoring things we are currently working on. We recently launched our logo and we have a separate team under SYP itself for mentoring initiative, and we are about to launch this in the upcoming months. So as you are the advisors, you are one of the most potential person who can be the mentor for our mentoring program. And I'll request the R9 team to keep this the group you have created with advisors updated with all these initiatives that we are about to launch, so that whenever we have actual registration for mentoring, they should participate as a mentor. And we really need you all to make this program a success. And again, we just have some tabs. However, these are not that much active, but again, yes, uh, different kind of logos. I think different kind of things you will get from our. So this is basically from our SYP thing. So we are actually in process of updating this website too. So we'll see how much we are able to update. But definitely, this prospectus is really good for you to start from somewhere. And I think I will also share you all the link for the prospectus, which is basically the downloadable PDF file of this that you can share locally into your student branch chapters. I will share you just after my this sessions in your chat box. So that is all from my side, I guess. And uh, I'll say all the best to all the advisors we have here in PS Student Branch chapters. I'll say to you all, please please feel free to reach out to Student and Young Professionals Committee. So the idea behind Students and Young Professionals is that we are the one who are the voice of student branch chapters to in front of governing boards through vice president chapter and membership monthly. And we are not coming any under any professional chapters or section. We can directly read out your all feedback to the governing board directly. So you can help us to reach out to your student branch chapters, bring them towards our WhatsApp groups that we are running in student training professionals, and then it's our responsibility to keep your student branch chapter active. And we will definitely involve your student branch chapter leaders under our different initiatives and programs, which will keep them up to date, and which is really very important to make your student branch chapter a good student branch chapter for and an example of good student branch chapter for different local student branch chapters. So that is all from my side, and thank you so much for the RN SYP team for organizing this session. This is the second session for training. I think one more is down the line. Today they have done one more session of Power Summit, and I'm really very happy of the seeing like that the team is really doing a very great work in R9, and especially from the last year. So yeah, wishing you all the very best and open for any queries if you have. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Rishi. Thank you so much for the presentation, for your closing remarks, and for all these inspirational words for our advisors through the region. So yeah, thank you so much, Rishi. And just a little reminder, all the questions are going to be made at the end of the whole session. And before we continue with the next topic, I will ask you to turn on your cameras for a group for a general picture. for a photo of all of us, please. So I'm going to give like 20 seconds to turn on the cameras and we check the picture. Okay, so I'm going to start the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, got it. Thank you so much. And now you can turn off your cameras. And again, thank you so much, Rishi. So yeah, we are now going to continue with the next topic, the collaboration opportunities with industry and other IEEE units. The speaker of this is going to be Waldir Ventura. Uh, Waldir, are you here with us? Are you ready?
Yeah. Can you share my screen? Do you hear me
Yes,
well?
I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's okay, or I can try to change my phone if it's not working.
I don't know, it's right now it's perfect, your audio.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, listeners, then, uh, let's think about a little bit partnerships and how this can power up our student brand chapters. So basically, why partnership matter? Well, we have to think bigger and achieve more. As Rishi was saying, we have lots of programs, initiatives, and activities that we can do inside chapters. So if we do a partnership, we can reach higher or more far than we would reach if we didn't have any partnership. So we unlock resources, expertise, we exchange knowledge and opportunities. Well, it's a win-win scenario. So when we talk about partnership, we're talking about building bridges and not silos. Otherwise, our chapter is just uh, woodworking in their own. So the thing here is how we can build things together. And we've got many types of partnership that we can do here. It's not just with another chapter, for example, but it's an option. We also have partnership with industries, universities, well, why not companies and many more. I brought here a few examples that I'll show you. But first of all, let's talk a little bit about uh, what the benefits in each like section. Let's say this. And let's start with industry, for example. When we have a partnership with industry, we can have more access to real world. For example, we learn things in the university, but sometimes it's not in a practical way. So we can connect the theoretical part with the practical part. So we are more closer than the real world. So yeah, we can do a few lectures, workshops led by industry professionals, maybe go for a technical visit so we can see how the work is in practical. We also can have mentorship programs, why not? Connecting student with engineers or someone from technology. Second point is we can have project sponsorship or funding. Imagine you want to do a project inside your chapter, and whoa, okay, I know PS has many resources, high performing, and several MDI and several fundings or support that we can have. But we also can have external sponsorship or funding. And this is amazing because we don't only depend on PS, but also we are constructing a partnership with a company or an industry that maybe can strengthen our OU. So it's an option as well for industry and also career development pathways. Once we have a connection with the industry, we are already having, well, networking. So I heard in many cases here in Brazil, for example, of people that uh, organized an activity with an industry, and the industry asked if they want to do an interview, if they wanted to work with them. So once we establish this connection with the industry, we are more closer to a new job or new opportunities for members and so on. Okay, let's now talk about partner with another OU. It can be either a student chapter or student branch, or maybe your section, or, well, professional chapter, affinity group, whatever you like. Uh, it's a really opportunity here to share knowledge and best practices. For example, you want to learn something about, I don't know, programming, and another, and you don't know. The students of your chapter, they don't know how to program, and we have another chapter, can be a PS or a computer, it can be any other, that have this knowledge. So we can reach them and, oh, okay, let's try to do something together. Maybe we can share knowledge. We can have a course provided by the other chapter. So it's one thing that we can do, but we also maybe can just do a benchmarking. Oh, how you manage your projects or the things inside your chapter. It's another things you can do, share resources and so on. Also expanding your network. I don't know for you, but one thing that I think IEEE provide us, the best thing maybe is the networking. Well, because of networking, you can have, I don't know, a new job, a new opportunity, maybe an opportunity, I don't know, to grow, to learn something. So when you are doing a partnership, either with an industry or so on. But here also we are expanding our network. I don't know if you want to go for academic area, for example, but it can be an option, and reaching to another OU uh, will make you meet like new professors and, well, it's a world here that we can uh, talk about networking, but, well, we are expanding our network. Increase impact and visibility. Well, if we are doing just an activity or an event inside our own chapter, we're gonna have an impact, of course. But if we are doing in two or more OUs, we would have a larger impact. So we can reach more people, more communities, and yeah. we can have maybe two communities impacted. So we are increasing our impact and visibility also because, well, when we are doing in two OUs, for example, we have twice the twice marketing, and so on. Okay. Now let's talk about the third one, with the university. In this, we can create academic synergies, maybe cross-disciplinary collaborations. We can have like research projects involve students. For example, if you are doing any research and in other university, another person is doing a research as well, and you met through IEEE, and you can just join and okay, let's do something together. We can do a research with them. Maybe also in every scenario we've got here, we have the opportunity to learn from another person or um, uh, area. So in this case as well, you are going to learn and enriching the learning experience from your members because, as I mentioned before, if we are in our own world, we have like a limited knowledge. So if we are opening to another university, in this case, we can learn, we can have another person or professor bringing experiences here. So it's really nice because also I mentioned about IEEE and IEEE person, for example, but we can have an advisor in one university and another advisor in another university, and they know each other. So they can put together two people from IEEE, for example, or two people from two different student chapters. So it's a nice connection we can do here. Access to different resources and labs if you want to do any specific project that in university there is not a lab, you can maybe use the resource of the other university. Well, and also expanding academic networks. Maybe you want to do a master before or a PhD, and then you can meet new people that can like appoint you or nominate you to a candidacy. So that's it. And let's talk about practical steps. How can we do or how can we build these partnerships? Well, first of all, we have to identify your needs and goals. So look to your own student brand chapter. Okay, what we need here, or what the target we are planning for this year. It can be a start. So doing this, you can see, oh, okay, we can have a partnership in this area because we're not that strong in this area, or in the other area because we want to potentialize this other area. So you have to identify your needs and goals. Research the potential partner. Well, if it's something that you need to strengthen, for example, in industry area, you're going to look for an industry, or is something you want more to have projects together. We're gonna look for uh, another IEEE OU, and so on. We can reach many types of partners, so we have to see which one can give us the partnership we need to achieve our objectives. Well, after this, we have to initiate the contact. Maybe you have the contact already, or maybe not. But the idea here is, well, get in touch. Oh, hello, we are from OU, from University X, for example, and we want to establish a partnership. So you have to initiate the contact. Maybe you should say something that you can offer in exchange, for example. So we can have this win-win relationship. And after that, we build this relationship. Uh, we have to be really open. For example, sometimes it's not they can give us what we want, and but it's something like similar or not even similar. It's another thing. Oh, okay, these people are full now, but we have another people that can I don't know, teach you another thing. Maybe it's good as well, or maybe it's another thing that you haven't thought, but it can be a great opportunity. So be open and focus on communication and shared value, thinking always of establishing this connection and the win-win relationship. Formalize agreements. In the most cases, is not necessary. It's more, for example, if you have a partnership with some industry or I don't know, so on a MOU. So in most cases, it's not necessary, but uh, it's good at least to have like some email formalizing, oh, okay, we're doing this, this, and this. You're you are responsible for this. I'm responsible for this, just to formalize. And in the end of the day, everyone knows what's the scope of each one. And the last one, recognize and celebrate the partnerships. Well, is the best part when everything uh, goes well. We just celebrate, maybe having I don't know, some coffee together, some network session, post a lot on Instagram, in the all the social media, LinkedIn. So that's the practical steps. It's pretty simple. But I think the most important thing here is not the steps, is the behavior you have to have, is like the proactivity. Well, they know you already have, so try to reach the partnerships, try to talk with them. So the behavior you have is the thing that make it happen. Now let's talk about a few cases of uh, partnership that we had, and maybe this can serve as inspiration for you all. This is made by an IEEE PES student chapter. They visited Itaipu power plant. It was amazing. They took like, I don't know, 14 hours by bus, but they contacted the industry and, oh, we want to do a technical visit. Oh, okay, we are open, you can do the visit. So they organize it, not just the visit, but a trip. So they went to the power plant, they went to another place there related to energy as well. And one thing they did really great here was that I don't know if was, I don't remember if it was a half membership period or something, but as the way they did, if you did the PS plus IEEE membership, would be more cheaper, would be cheaper than if you, okay, I'm not a member, I don't want to do the membership. So at the end of this activity here, they had like, I don't know, plus than 50 members just because of the activities. So it's another thing to think as well. So this is a case. I'll bring here another case, which is a partnership that sometimes we don't think it's possible or not, but it was here in Brazil. A student branch had a partnership with an English school. So, well, you can see, oh, okay, they just gave, I don't know, some discount for the IEEE students, but it was more than this. Uh, they had like benefits for the members in the student branch. So, If you know any company that, or any, is not just the industry, but any company that want to make an agreement or a partnership, you're allowed to do this. So maybe you can give to your members a benefit they wasn't expecting. So this here, for example, they had like English classes, and also uh, this English school provided a person to be a reviewer for the applications the branch did in the awards, for example, in the IEEE International Awards. So uh, they saw if, oh, okay, your English is good, you can go, or maybe you can change this or that. And this was a nice partnership, and we don't mainly primarily think, oh, let's make a partnership with a company. Another thing, another inspiration is a course between student branches, student branch chapters. Yeah, here is basically a workshop, and I totally encourage you to reach another PS chapters and see what they can offer and what you can offer them, because this knowledge exchange is amazing. This is a course, I don't remember which course was it, but this was a course provided from one host student chapter to another chapters in the whole section. It was really, really nice. And wow, another one that it's about universities. We have here more professional members, but this is a project that happened in times of COVID-19 in the pandemic. So all these people we have here, like some professors from different universities, and also volunteers from IEEE, they put together efforts to fix ventilators for COVID-19. So it was an amazing social project that put together the knowledge and experience from universities. So that's one example, one example what we can do as being IEEE members. And this is the last example, but why not putting this together? Why not joining industry, university, OUs, or maybe another companies or entities? In this case here, we had was not just a technical visit. We had a technical visit, but we had the whole day of event in Itaipu. There was the Itaipu power plant industry. We had three universities, Unioeste, UEM, and UEL. And Unioeste is the local university from the city, and these other two came by bus. And well, they put efforts together to have this event that count with, for example, with Sigre here. Sigre is well, you must know Sigre. It's from energy area. And we also had many OUs here. It was, for example, a few student branches, chapters, even South Brazil section, even professional chapter of IAS, Sigre, as I mentioned. And also there was NGO entity. The G20 was happening here, and they established a partnership. And after the last thing in the event was take everyone to the GCAP panel inside the G20 to talk about sustainability and so on. So we can put everything together as well. Of course, we don't need to, but this is just a case to show you that the sky is the limit. We can do everything that we maybe think or we want to do. So think of it, think of connections in about between universities, industries, or use another companies or entities or so on. So let's connect. That's the final message here. It, hope I brought here a few insights for you, but let's think, well, what we can offer, what we need to, what we can establish as a partnership. So that's just a few examples, but we have amazing examples inside IEEE that we established partnerships, and we can really reach further when we establish partnerships. Okay, I don't know if anyone have any question, but if don't, I'm here if you want to reach me at any time. Uh, well, that's it. Or if anyone wants to share any success case of partnership as well. I don't know how it's going, Roberto. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Santiago.
thank you.
Santiago, I confounded
That's
sorry.
right. Thank you so much, Waldir. The questions are going to be at the end, but yeah, we are. I want to stay with the last say with the last thing you said that let's start to connect. So at the end, we can also share the questions. I mean, we can also share our contacts from where student branch or student branch chapters where we are from. Section, country, etc. But anyways, thank you so much, Waldir, and we are going to move with the next topic that is let me have it, funding and grant opportunities for student branch chapters. And this topic is going to be the speaker Caitlin Lozano. I have the pleasure of know her in person. So yeah, I'm going to give the word to Caitlin. Caitlin, are you there?
Yeah, thank you, Santiago. I don't know if you are hearing me right. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Just wait a minute. I think that's and you are seeing my screen?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
seeing it.
Okay. So thank you so much for this opportunity to talk about funding and grant opportunities for student branch chapters. Some of the information that I'm going to give you um, was mentioned before by the other speakers, but I'm going to try to be specific and give you an overview about this kind of funding opportunities. So it's a pleasure for me. My name is Caitlin Natalia Lozano. I am the Membership Development Committee Secretary. I am also volunteering in IEEE Science. I don't know, like 10 years ago. So I know how is the process with the society, and I understand the needs of all the student activities, and it's important that you understand that the PS um, doesn't give opportunity just to the professionals. They are also really interested in support all the initiatives and ideas that the students propose. So this is the agenda. I'm going to do a really brief introduction. I'm going to talk about the high performance student branch chapter program. I know that Rishi talked about it, so I'm going to go fast to the next topic, that is conference support. In the fourth place, we are going to talk about special projects, global industry workshops, and member-driven initiatives. So this is just for to keep in mind that PS is one of the largest societies in IEEE. We have a lot of members, and in that way, we have a lot of committees and BPs that are working in different areas. We have new initiatives and outreach, publication, membership and image, chapters, technical activities. So this is important that you keep in mind, because sometimes we don't see the link between these topics or these groups, these working groups. So we are in the same society. So all the proposals that we are to do in our students committees, in our students branch, in our students chapters are well received in all these committees. So sometimes we don't. This is, I'm going to pause because I sus- I guess that uh, the main officers that must have the technical chapters and affinity groups. So we have some people that it's in head, and also the advisors represent a really important role in the construction and the development of the students chapters. So sometimes in the student chapters we are thinking how we can do activities, what kind of activities we must do. So in some cases, when we are in the university, we think that this just go to class and receive my degree. But um, some of us um, ask us how we can do more, how we can have a better experience, or even how we can propose a better experience for partnerships. So I think that are many ways. This is some of examples of some activities that the students branch chapters have proposed in their local unities, in their organization units. So this is, I don't think that the activities must be so big or so complex to have an impact in your universities. So we can do simple activities, but that have a real impact in the needs of the people that are participating of this. So this is some of activities in some places and different places around the world, around the globe, of student run chapters. So you can see that some of them are technical, some of them are just that talk about another non-technical things. And for example, this that it's talk about the uh, gender and how the energetic poor is linked between that. We have some interviews, some talks that talk about an specific topic. This in some cases also we have humanitarian activities. So you can see that this is an example for that kind of activities. And the idea is that you can show all the things that you do, because that can give the impulse or give the or have a real impact in all the things that you do, even out of your organization, out of the university. So this is uh, a resume about that activities. You make software tutorials, classes tutorials. You have humanitarian activities, technical visits, maybe technical talks and no talks and no technical talks. So all that kind of activities are well received in the committees of PES. And I think that all the people involved in this and that are were participating as a student and know and understand the needs of the of the universities. Uh, Rishi talks about this. This is the the high performance student branch chapter. The idea with this is that the PS provides annual funding to PS student branch chapters to carry out activities supporting the local members through the high performance student branch chapter program. Um, you must satisfy a minimum requirements and you can receive funding um, to the development of your activities. Um, this is this is our there are some of the results of student HPC, the high performance. You can see that many of our student branch have been recognized with this prize, with this grant. Uh, I think that maybe uh, the fear of participate because we believe that the activities we done in our chapters are not enough. But the idea is that you really understand that all the activities are well received, all the activities have an impact in your communities, and this is an opportunity, an annual opportunity for you can receive funding for the other activity that you are planning or you are planning for your student branch chapters. Why participate? I think that it's important that you recognize that we recognize the success of your student branch chapter. Also, that you get funding to organize more activities. This will help in evaluating the health of the student branch chapters because this give us to the committees some information about how it's happening with the student branch chapters, and also it's a way to have a channel for you to communicate with PES leaders. These are some recommendations. I'm not going to talk about this, but you can see maybe I can share this information with you after the meeting. So this is some things that you keep in mind. Uh, and then we have another support programs. So I'm going to talk specifically the support programs that have the membership development committee. So we have first at all the member driven initiatives. We have other committee or subcommittee that are in charge of special projects and conference, and the last one is global industry workshops. So I'm going to talk you about each one. So the first one that we're going to talk is the conference support. For the conference support, we have regional section chapters level conference, but I mentioned this because sometimes we think that the universities can participate in this, and this is proposed um, from the professionals. But the idea is that you, as universities, and related with the things that talk about well there before we start to work in partnerships with another organization units. So the idea is that also you can try to link with some companies, with another universities, with the local professional chapters that you talk with the people of your section, and this gives you the opportunity also that participate in in the staff or in the organization of a conference. And also in the same way, you can use this conference support. Some of examples that we had, it's that we have support the Power and Energy Conference in USA, also a global conference that was IEEE HKN, and we have the first student branch training that was in Panama, that was proposed for Region 9, and after that we can replicate, we can have another similar trainings around the globe. This is how you can applicate. You can be looking for the information in the web page, but also you can write to us to the PSMDC email. The selection will, based on impact, cost, availability of local PS representative, potential for growth and retention. It's important that you have in mind the main role that that carry on with that. Uh, m- a good point to touch in all the propose that you will do is that you talk about the potential for growing and retention of members in your activities. The other one is the special projects. This is mainly for unique mid to long-term initiatives, regional or section level engagement, training on or competition, company technology integration. So this is example of that kind of special projects. One of them is the IEEE PS Hackathon, that is a partnership between PS and MathWorks. They have a hands-on training and project competition on renewable energy solution. In this version in 2022, they have 34 participants, and the last of the event were 5 months. They have some awards, and the first place received $1,000, the second place 750, and the third place 500. So this is an example of that special projects that have a long term or a middle term to their execution. So also, the selection will based on feasibility, impact, and leadership experience, because we understand that this kind of special projects are made conducive by people that have some experience in that uh, kind of activities, or that have some experience in another activities, but that will be um, sure that the events will be carried on. So the next one is global industry workshops. The topics of the mainly things that we keep in mind for this one is the technical workshops to bring PS and industry together. They have to work together, hosting partnership between chapters and local units, aim to promote peace in the industry, and its focus on sharing technical basement and creating engagement between industry professionals. this sounds like is mm, that this kind of workshops or it's offered to the professionals, but I think that is an opportunity for the students uh, to share the spaces, to share experiences with professionals. Maybe these kind of initiatives can be between a company and a university, and they gave you the opportunity to work together, and that your students understand the vision of the industry, and also they have networking with professional in the industry. Some examples are the IEEE PES Canada Grid Modernization Workshop, First Utility Focused Grid Modernization Workshop. I'm not sure if the coordinator is Jehangir until this moment. This can be changed, but also you can discuss or you can ask in the same email that I showed you before. And the last one is the member-driven initiatives. I know that Rishi also talked about it, but I'm going to give you or to reverse the information that he gives you. So the purpose with the MDI is that we can support initiatives that align with PES mission to improve membership recruitment and retention. This is focused on students on or your professional engagement. The idea is that we benefit female members, or maybe we can increase the female membership in PES. Also, we want to engage with the industry members. How to apply? Rishi showed you. You can Google it. You can go to your navigator and write PES MVI, and you're going to be in the page, in the main page, to um, looking for the information or to review all the information about it. So I don't remember, but I think that we introduced some changes the last year or some maybe 2 years ago, but we have also some restrictions uh, for this kind of initiatives or to apply to the MDI. Uh, in the case of the initiative proposes the use of chartered transportation, an official insurance agreement stating the liability coverage related to the transportation must be submitted. This transportation insurance should be provided by the university in the case of the student branch chapters, or by the transport company. We don't cover any cost of transportation for people, or maybe some speakers that you are going to use in your activity. The funding is transferred to the local IEEE section or chapter bank account, um, because we have some troubles um, with the transfer of the fundings to specific person, and this is a way that PES is sure that the money is going to be used in the activities of the student run chapters or the local chapters. Also, you must have in mind that in projects that include activities with children, the proposal must conform to the IEEE guidelines for activities with children. IEEE have some guidelines, and you can consult that in the page. This is yeah, this is a way that they gave us general information to carry on the activities with children, and it's important to keep in mind because with some restriction, we have some restriction when we talk when we work with children. Um, MDI proposals need to include invoice quotes to support the plan expenses. This is important because it's a real way that the MDI committee can evaluate the the cost and the budget that you are proposing to your initiatives is not just to tell, oh, okay, I need, I don't know, $200 because I'm going to do some t-shirts. Okay, just we need to to be sure that the money that we are giving you is going to be used in that, and that's the cost of this kind of materials or things that you are going to use in your activities. This is like a brief way to describe the selection process. In the first one, we have a pre-selection round. We have a revision of time, budget, and affinity of the proposal. In the second phase, we are going to review from internal or external committee members that have the experience with this kind of projects, and they are going to give you their view and scoring the proposals. So the third one is based on the point two. The proposal can be rejected, approved, or maybe you can receive comments. If you receive comments, they can resend the proposal with correction, or maybe they are going to ask about clarifications for the about the I don't know, maybe the times, maybe the budget, and if the proposal is approved, the committee will start with the procedure to send the budget to your units. Um, are some of the um, examples of projects that were rejected and the reasons why they were rejected. Sometimes it's about limit time because they don't respond in the time that how that have provided because they have poor planning. We have sometimes we don't have response for the organizers. We resend the comments of the evaluators and we don't have any response about it. In other case, and that's why I am telling you that it's important that you attach all the documents and the quotes because this one because sometimes they don't have enough documents to support the activity and plan for the activity. Um, some other are rejected by the JITs because they don't think that we're maybe aligned with the PES or because they see another thing that just is not aligned with the things that we are supporting with the MDI. Well, I don't know. This this can happen. And this one is because they are asking for funding for travel and accommodation and this is all the this is are the main things that the MDI doesn't cover because the idea is that we offer activities and not that we use the money or the funding for travel and accommodation. That's not the main. We have another. You can have another resources or you can have plan another ways to have this kind of things if you want to to participate in activities of PES. This is some examples. This is a RES project in public schools. This was a, a really nice initiative from the PES UFPB student branch chapter from Brazil. This is some other from Kerala. This is one really interesting that names project What's Cooking Ladies, and it was like a space where some ladies, some women were participating, and they were cooking, but also they were talking about the industry, were talking about some topics, in some topics linked with the electrical and energy industry. Even we had a I don't know if similar, but we had a good event in Region 9 last year that were a talk between some professionals, women, and some young professionals and student members, and we take a breakfast, and they talk about their experiences as women in the universities, in the energy power and energy industry, and this kind of things also contribute to the mission and vision of PES. And it's important that we see that not all the activities are necessarily technically. It's not necessary that all the activities have a technical component. You can also propose another kind of activities that involve uh, gender, that involve humanitarian, um, and maybe that you can give you um, some experience to have new knowledge. So this is a Lexathon. They prepare some workshops uh, about lighting. And the last thing that I want to talk to you is about the sponsorships. PS has um, a lot of conference and talks and events that are sponsorship by PES. Some of them and is the TND in USA. This is the largest event of PES. This is another Energy and Policy Forum. The next general meeting will be in Austin, Texas in July of this year. We have also conferences in Latin America. The last year were the GTD were in Ixtapa, Mexico. So the idea with this is that you see that also we have space, or that we had events in Latin America where you can participate. For this for these events, uh, the the cost for students is less if than the other members. So this is also an opportunity for the students to participate and engage in this kind of experience. You can um, you can learn a lot of the experiences of the people that has been involved in PS. You can also participate in technical talks about the specific topics that are interesting for you. I think that PS offers a lot of opportunities for you approach all these kind of benefits. Uh, and when we are students, it's easier because we have the time, because we participate in different activities, because if the university also support the growing of their students, is a chance to have visibility, and also it's an opportunity for networking. All the people that you see in this picture participate in the last training for PS that was linked with the ISGT for 2024. So this is the kind of activities and the opportunities of funding and to have or to receive support and fund and resources to participate and keep growing your student branch chapter, for understand how PS can give you the opportunity for keeping growing. And the invitation is that you, if you have any question, you have try to MDC email, even if you need to receive information in a clearest way. Also, we are going to be attentive to support you. And I think that's all. If you have any question, I will be able to ask to answer you in my email.
Thank you so much, Kevin. This is always this good moment for hear all of this. I mean, personally, I've assisted to this last training, and it was a magnificent event. On all, immediately I learned about all these PS programs, but also uh, I earned some new friends, new experiences, and also a new way to see a personal future and a technical future, you know? But anyways, thanks so much, Kidley. And now we are going to finish to this schedule with the next topic that is the vTools. I'm going to present screen. This topic about vTools is going to be presented by Gris and also myself. But yeah, let me share screen. Give me a sec. So if you can tell me if you are seeing the vTools screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So yeah, basically the IEEE tools. I mean, it's in the same name. It's too many tools that we are going to use as a student branch chapter or student branch or a professional chapter to report to IEEE all the activities that we are going to make through the year. Not also is going to report activities. It's also made for facilitate some communication through all the sections, the regions, etc., etc., etc. For example, here in this page, we can find information about all the officers, about the chairs, vice chairs, secretaries, treasurers of all the chapters in the world. We can search people from events and people from the Region 10, Region 9, Region 17, or Region 8. There is also, I mean, there's a lot of topics that we have to see right here. We are going to try to be quick, but it's going to start with all of these. Greece, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, let's talk about vTools. Hi, everyone. Before we begin, thank you for being here. As member of IEEE, we know that a key part of our work as volunteers is to maintain good organization and communication in our activities. This is a reason to create and use vTools. To support this, IEEE provide us with an online platform, and we have main section in vTools. One of these sections are, for example, vTools tutorials. What is the purpose? The vTools tutorials aim to provide step-by-step instructions on how to use the various vTools tools, making it easier for volunteers to navigate through the platform. These tutorials are typically great for new volunteers who are unfamiliar with the platform, or existing volunteers who want to improve their knowledge in the tools, or even organizers looking to extremely process like event management and reporting. This is very used if you are so new in IEEE. vTools tutorials is a good key to improve your knowledge in organization networks as IEEE. In other part, we have vTools in Notice. Can you put in the screen this? Thank you. What is vTools in Notice? vTools in Notice is a mass email tool that allows IEEE volunteers to communicate directly with members of the organizational unit. This platform is specifically designed to ensure that the official IEEE communication are delivered efficiently and professionally to the right audience. What is used for? This is mainly used to send invitation events, workshop, or seminars like this. Also announcements for internal elections, newsletter, reminder, institutional announcement, basically all the emails that all of us receive in our mail is by this tool, vTools in Notice. In other way, we have vTool events that Santiago said. This is probably the most used feature as we can as a student member or a young professional member. This is for create and publish events like conferences, workshops, meetings, competition, automatically generate registration for forms, reporting events. This is the key for maintain your chapter active. Report the events. This is the most used feature in vTools. Also, we have vTools reporting. Bueno, in vTools reporting, we use this for use by IEEE organization units to officially report their activities or events. This is also report events, but all the events that we do in on the year. The event reporting is also now referring to the official activity report form. Other tool is vTools voting. This is the less using feature tool that we have, but is useful because it's a tool to organize internal elections securely and transparently. It can be used to vote for a new officers or make important decisions within chapter selections. Basically, is a tool to organize elections in the chapters, on the student chapters. We have vTools meeting. This is privileged used to long meetings. It functionally is now part of vTools events. Also, we have vTools web in a box. This is a very curious tool because it's a tool provided by IEEE that allows organizational units to create simple websites for their units, such as section, technical chapters, student branches, and more. The main advantage is that it not requires technical knowledge in web design or programming, for example, make it easy for anyone to create and manage a website. This is very useful if you want to have a, a web design for your chapter, but you don't have technical knowledge about it. What it is useful unit details, contact information, events and activity calendars, new and updates, official information, organization structure. Is basically for put all your information of your student chapter in a technical website. In addition, vTools allow you find the official IEEE events happening all around the world in the part of events, making it a highly valuable tool for staying connected and involved with the global IEEE community. This feature helps volunteers and members for discover technical talks, webinar conferences, and workshops beyond their local unit. For example, we are in Region 9. If we have to know or would like to know the activities in Region 9, we can see it in this map. This is opening opportunities for learning, networking, and collaboration on a global scale. As you can see, vTools is comprehensive platform that helps us feel for our responsibilities as volunteers, ensuring our activities are well documented and reported to IEEE, and that we can effectively communicate with our members. During this session, we will go over how to use these tools step by step. If you have any question along the way, feel free to ask, because we don't have a lot of information. It's for a lot of things. We need so many hours for talk about all that vTools have.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. And I'm going to continue with that comment that Chris made about we can take hours to explain all the what bit tools have, because normally you can create an event here, for example, but when you create an event, you need to have a lot of information at your hand. I mean, you need to, for example, you need to put the information about host, about some details like the title of the event, category, subcategory, start time, end time, time zone, the description of the event, tag keywords like hashtags. For example, the location about the event, if it was a virtual event and a hybrid in person, and if it is in person, you need to put, for example, the address line, the city, map URL, the country or region or state province where the event had place, the information about registration and payment, if it was standard, external, or there was no registration and payment. Speakers, normally hearing speakers, it's more this segment to the program that is distinguished lecturer program, normally used for IEEE speakers. And for example, the report on attendance. Normally, this is an important thing here in the IEEE reports, because here is where the same IEEE evaluates how this event is really good functionally with how can I say it? It's really good for them or for all of us. If the really important number, for example, here is the guest attendant, because normally, yeah, we are of IEEE, we need to be presenter events, but normally we want to have external people of IEEE to attend to our events. And this, I mean, I just show up the superficial things, but normally there is a lot of more specific things that we have to fill in all these event reports. And also trying to complement, here is the officer reporting. So you can select, for example, you go vTools, officer reporting, you go here to manage officers. For example, we are going to here, for example, I'm going to search the PES code that I think is P31. For example, we can see all here the professional chapters of PES. And I'm going to select, for example, Costa Rica section chapter. You click here in select organizational unit. For example, normally you here are going to see all the reported officers that are actually in the system. For example, chapter chair, chapter secretary, a treasurer, and vice chair. For example, this is of a professional chapter, but what we want to see right here is of a student branch chapter. So I think, for example, this one. That is the one that I remember. Excuse me. Okay. For example, here are you going to see you advisors that you are in the system. Here, for example, is from one of the chapters of PES, student branch chapters. And for example, we can see that the advisor is reflected in the system. And you can do all this with all the organizational units of that are in the system. So yeah, that's all what I got to complement. Also, like Chris said, here in vTools tutorials, there is a lot of videos and information that are going to complement all that we are speaking, and more detailed information where you can attend and have, I don't know, it's kind of, these tutorials are kind of a training, and it's also visual and are videos that are already made up. So you just have to watch them, just pass some kind of course. But yeah, that's all that matters. So yeah, I think Gris, there's anything else that we have to see right here in vTools?
I would like to conclude by saying that this is a tool with many features and it serves a wide variety of purposes. If in the future you would like more specialized talk about any of these parts of the tools, it can be arranged because each tool is important and has its use. So on the chat, I'm going to write my contact, my email, if you want to know more about the tools.
Perfect. Me too.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Una consulta. ¿Tengo que decirle en español o puedo decirle, o pues tengo que decirle en inglés o tengo que decirle en español? ¿Puedo decirle en
No,
español?
está bien en español.
Ah, ok, ok. Bueno, mi consulta va más relacionada a lo que es la integración de la página web con el template de PES que se tiene, ¿no? Con las facilidades que hay para lo que es el conocimiento en páginas web que tienen el IEEE Knowledge Web Page Development, creo que se llama. Y, o sea, no sé si es que un tutorial por parte de ustedes, ¿no? Para lo que es el desarrollo de integración de los vTools con con esto, lo que es la página web, ¿no? Porque es lo que ahorita estamos desarrollando en mi capítulo, en el capítulo en el que estamos. Entonces, tenemos ese problema, pues, que como tal no tenemos una experiencia. Y bueno, estamos en ese proceso de pasar, ¿no? De publicar todo en Facebook o en Instagram y, o en LinkedIn, ¿no? Y subirlo y tener más un consolidado en nuestra página, una página web, ¿no? También ahí aparezcan los eventos que tenemos, o digamos nuestra directiva, un poquito más bacán. No sé si es que ustedes apoyen también con eso.
Bueno, de primera mano, lo que se puede hacer en este caso, cuando se está transicionando de usar un medio digital, en este caso redes sociales, a páginas web, lo primero que se hace, por así decirlo, es reportar tus actividades en lo que es vTools Events. No sé si ustedes como capítulo hacen eso, porque eso ya es como un primer paso para tener tus
No,
actividades
claro,
en la página web.
en el vTools, el detalle es usar el dashboard, ¿no? de la página web. Algo es, hay alguien que ustedes conozcan que haya desarrollado una página web, haya sido el webmaster, ¿no? de ustedes, o capaz del SYP, o de algún capítulo que ya tenga una página web y sepa un poquito más de eso, con lo cual podemos contactarnos.
Ah, sí, claro. Dentro de lo que es el Comité de Students and Young Professionals R9, tenemos a lo que es nuestro webmaster, y si lo que ustedes buscan es incursionar en su página web o tutorías, en este caso es lo que entiendo sobre cómo desarrollar su página web, pues se puede ver, porque básicamente es pues tener un dominio de lo que es su página, y lo que yo entiendo es que su complicación es desarrollando la página, ¿no? Y que sí tenemos un webmaster que los puede ayudar en eso. Igual, si quieres, escríbeme un correo y lo checamos más
Ok,
a fondo,
sí.
porque dentro de lo que es vTools sí existe este apartado que se llama lo de la página web, que es el Wave in a Box, pero sinceramente no es como para lo que ustedes quieren. Se hace, lo que eso se crea es como una página dentro de la herramienta vTools, más no se crea un dominio aparte de lo que ustedes quieren hacer,
Sí, claro.
pero sí, se les puede
Yo
dar asesoría en ese aspecto.
se hace una solicitud y le hemos hecho la solicitud, nos han dado una cuenta, ¿no? Y un dominio, obviamente de liga a lo que es el IEEE. Y o sea, el detalle ya es como que el usar, ¿no? El saber usar esta página y digamos saber un poquito de cómo integrarlo, ¿no? Eso es más que todo, nos ayudaría mucho alguien que lo haya hecho y que nos muestre, oye, mira, lo hice así. No, mira, capaz acá nos equivocamos en un momento y lo corregí de esta manera y te recomendamos hacerlo de esta forma. Y creo que eso nos ayudaría mucho, la verdad, para tratar de tenerlo esto lo más pronto posible, ¿no?
Sí, o sea, en ese aspecto, yo como secretaria del comité, no es mi área de conocimiento, pero sé de personas que sí te pueden apoyar en ese aspecto. De igual forma, creo que cada capítulo estudiantil en toda región 9 tiene lo que es un webmaster, entonces también te podrías apoyar en ese aspecto de eso, ¿no? De contactar otros capítulos que hayan pasado por esa problemática y se puedan ir apoyando. Pero si me podrías mandar un correo con lo mismito que me dijiste para yo poderle darle seguimiento a tu problemática para que se resuelva lo antes posible.
Ok, ok, le voy a mandar un correo con el detalle, pues, ¿no? De nuestra problemática y a ver si nos pueden apoyar, ¿no? Capaz, no necesariamente ustedes ayudándonos directamente, pero pueden guiarnos con quién nos puede apoyar. No, digamos,
Sí, claro.
experiencia ya, ¿no? Alguien de la región que ya tiene experiencia en ello.
Sí, para eso es el comité. Entonces, yo tendría que tramitar tu duda para con la que te va a responder. No sé si tengas
Gracias,
alguna
gracias.
otra duda.
Nosotros tenemos, bueno, yo por mi parte tengo una duda respecto a lo que es el tiempo en el cual hacen el reembolso para los MDI. Y si es que, por ejemplo, un evento que nosotros tenemos, que nosotros lo hacemos normalmente con nuestros propios medios, es como una conferencia que, digamos, le llamamos simposio de energía eléctrica y lo hacemos acá en nuestra rama, en nuestro capítulo, perdón. Y siempre lo hacemos de manera repetida. También tenemos un evento que es lo que es el operador eléctrico, que es con el COES, ¿no? Con el Perú. Y bueno, ya se ha hecho desde hace años pasados. Obviamente sería un gran gol tener un presupuesto mayor para estos eventos y capaz poder variarlo más, ¿no? Variarlo más, capaz con algún tipo de, ¿cómo se llama? Tipo de competencia, es lo que sería más bacán y con ello también llamar más la atención de la empresa, ¿no? Que ya lo hacemos con el propio COES, que es digamos, el operador, como la ONS de Brasil o me parece que, o un operador pues, ¿no? del país en el cual estén el resto. Y bueno, la idea es esa, no sé si eso también entra ahí o solo tienen que ser eventos como los que mostraste, digamos un poco diferentes. Quería consultar eso, los tiempos.
Es que como tal el Member Driving Initiative sí tarda, normalmente sale, bueno, ya se les explicaron, salen las convocatorias. El tiempo en el que se regresa el dinero, sinceramente sí se tarda un poco. Aquí lo que pasó, tenemos un caso de éxito dentro de nuestro país, nuestro capítulo estudiantil. No sé si ya se los platicaron. Eh, pero lo que pasó en este evento fue que fue un evento contra factura, es decir, se metió el MDI sin saber si se iba a dar el apoyo económico o no. Y ya que se metió el reporte, lo aceptaron y tardaron en reembolsarlo al menos 2 meses. Entonces, es decir, fue un evento contra factura. Primero se hizo el evento, se realizó el evento y después le aprobaron el MDI. Este, Y los tipos de eventos sí es muy estrictamente conforme a lo que mencionaron anteriormente mis compañeros, porque el Women Driving Initiative sigue cierta línea, como no sé si lo menciona Caitlin, sobre actividades que se deben cumplir y qué cosas se pueden pagar y qué no con esta iniciativa. Entonces, respondiendo a tu pregunta, ¿se tardan? Sí, si se tardan, te dan el apoyo, sí te lo dan, dependiendo del apoyo, el evento que estés realizando.
Y una consulta más respecto a lo que es el Resource Center. Y bueno, ahí en el Resource Center hay, por ejemplo, eventos, ¿no? Digamos, grabaciones o PDFs de eventos, ¿no? Como Plain Talks o paneles que han habido en eventos grandes, ¿no? Como el General Meeting o el TID. Y también hay más información, ¿no? Etcétera, etcétera. Pero lo que quería consultar es si es que hay eventos, por ejemplo, los que se hacen acá en la región 9 que se pueden subir a ese Resource Center. O sea, por ejemplo, que yo he visto que ha habido la Cucapán o el TID que me parece que lo han hecho acá en región 9. ¿Esos también se pueden subir ahí? O sea, nosotros, si una capítulo hace un evento de alto nivel con un profesional bueno, ¿lo podríamos subir ahí? Eso quisiera saber. Si es que se puede y cómo se hace que se pudiera, ¿no? Porque, o sea, nosotros queremos darle un poquito más de valor también para que nuestros ponentes sepan, ¿no? Y mira, te estoy dando mi tiempo y mis conocimientos y así también pues quisiera que PES nos reconozca, ¿no? Un poco más.
Bueno, para esta parte del Resource Center, sí, se suben actividades distintas de alto rango en esta página. Tengo conocimiento de que estas actividades las suben personas más arriba que nuestro comité. Nuestro comité está específicamente enfocado en estudiantes y young professionals y los que reportan estas actividades son personas todavía más arriba. Hay otras alternativas de reconocimiento para sus capítulos estudiantiles como lo son el evento del año o reconocimiento en diferentes awards que están dentro de la página de vTools en nominaciones. Tú como capítulo estudiantil puedes nominarte a premios como a mi mente solo viene el Darrell Chunk, que es para para eventos grandes que se puede dar reconocimiento y estos premios se remuneran uno es reconocimiento y el otro es por efectivo. Sé de estos premios de primera mano porque cuando yo estuve parte en mi student chapter, se ganaron varios premios y te daban este premio en efectivo y el reconocimiento a nivel región por los eventos que tú hayas hecho a lo largo del año. Pero es decir, si tú quieres postularte para estos premios, debiste realizar eventos durante 2025 para nominarte para los 2026. Es decir, si tú realizaste para el 2024 y salen los premios este 2025, los premios son con los eventos que realizaste el año pasado en gestión, pero sí existen varias otras formas de reconocimiento dentro de PES específicamente para este rubro de eventos grandes. Hay una muy grande lista de premios y nominaciones. El primero que viene a la mente es el que te digo, el Darrell Chunk, porque es el que ganó mi escuela. No sé si respondí tu pregunta. De igual forma te puedo mandar las nominaciones o los premios importantes que los que se puede postular su capítulo por correo, porque
Disculpa
son
por
bastantes.
interrumpir. Sí, más que todas las nominaciones a capítulos, que esa sí la hemos tenido bastante clara con la información que hay en internet. O sea, mi consulta era esa, pues, ¿no? Si es que nosotros podríamos subir algo al Resource Center, o haciendo solicitud a alguien, quién es ese alguien, ¿no? O quiénes son, cuál es ese comité al cual se le solicita o se consulta. Entiendo que hay una página, un correo de Resource Center, pero quiero saber si es que alguien lo ha hecho, ¿no? En algún momento, usted sabe un poquito más de eso. Esa era más mi duda. Y bueno, creo que de ahí no tengo más consultas respecto al tema, a todo lo que es los beneficios de IEEE PES, ¿no? Creo que no teníamos más dudas, o por lo menos no se me ocurre nada más y nada, no me han hecho saber nada más de parte de mi directiva.
Ok, muchas gracias por las preguntas.
Okay, is there another question? Because it's kind of late. We already passed the schedule. So if there is another question, we already passed the correspondent emails. So you can write us an email with some specific doubts, with some specific comments. So yeah. And with all this said, Rigoberto,
Yeah, I mean, it's not a question. I mean, yeah, but if I, for example, have doubts like in the road of creating an event or anything that has to do with vTools, can I ask if I mean send you an email or just a message? Would that be okay?
yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it's
Well,
okay. Yes, it's okay. My email is on the chat, and also you can write to me by WhatsApp if you
Mm-hmm.
have a very specific doubt.
Okay, thank you. And I mean,
Sure, got
right
some.
now we are kind of increasing our membership numbers from the people that are now in our student chapter. But we don't know if I don't know if this was covered in a previous presentation, but is there a certain procedure to add those people to our organizational unit, or do these people whenever they purchase their membership, do they automatically added to our organizational unit, or do we need to report them somewhere?
no.
No.
When the volunteer made a buy the membership, normally there is a previous form, and in that previous form he needs to put where chapter he's going to be part of. So in the platform organizational unit analytics or analytics, you can see that information and you can check if that volunteer that, for example, I don't know, Carlos, this volunteer of your chapter. And Carlos come to you and told, "Hey, I bought the membership. I'm now part of the chapter." So you are going to check the analytics and check if Carlos is there reflected in your statistics. If he's not, there is something wrong in the membership purchase. So yeah, when you buy the membership, you in the previous form, you have to put the chapter that you are gonna be part of.
Oh, okay. So this is not a process that we can have control over, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's
Okay.
Yes, when you buy your membership, you put
Yeah, the
the
organizational
name of
unit.
your school. You don't need to do anything else. And
Oh,
this
okay.
information you can check in O Analytics.
Yeah. I actually did that a couple of weeks ago just to check for, because of the PS that we needed to, grow this number. So I checked that, but there were a couple of people who wanted to buy the membership, but I told them to wait because I didn't know how to add them to our organizational unit. But with this information, I'll tell them that they just need to uh, put that they are part of our student chapter. So thank you.
Santi,
yes, Samantha.
I think that you can share the video that we did last year for Pesupita.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we have a video.
that could be great. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Samantha, for the observation. Let
Yeah,
me
and context.
just. I
Last
mean,
year
it's in
at
Spanish.
Pesupita, we did that video, but it's in Spanish. So if someone could use it, I think it's a great chance to share it.
Great observation, Samantha. Thank you. I'm searching. Here it is. Share the link. I'm going to pass it through the chat. Here, you got it? Okay. The link of the YouTube purchase membership is in the chat. So if there's no any questions left, so we can end this second session of the advisor training. Thank you so much for your attendance. We really appreciate it. Like I told the beginning of this session, this is a new initiative from part of the IEEE PES R9 Student and Young Professionals Committee. So we are really excited to finish this program. We have the third and last session the next Saturday. Sorry. So we are at the same hour with another schedule, and with that we are going to finish this training, this whole training. So yeah, thank you so much. If you want to turn on your cameras for a final group photo, we all appreciate it. Okay. So in the count of 5, I'm going to take the picture. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Thank you so much. Have a good night. And noches. Boa noite.
Nos vemos.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego, hasta
Muchas
luego.
gracias, nos vemos.
A ver,
Buenas noches con
nuevas.
todo.
Hasta luego. Muito obrigado.
Hola Santiago, una consulta, ¿va a haber grabación? No me hicieron caso.
Sí, Yes, sí.
Bacán. ¿Podrías, puedo enviarte el correo de mi de advisor y podría enviárselo a él también? Porque él lo quiere ver.
Sí,
Porque
bueno,
sí.
vamos a ver cómo hacemos la gestión de eso, porque supongo que hay que editar el video, y van a salir como de forma seriada. Yo creo que a lo mejor se suben a los videos de YouTube, al canal de YouTube, perdón. Entonces, pero sí, claramente, o sea, pues, pues esperemos, pues todavía queda la tercera sesión, ya dentro de una semana, y pues todo, obviamente todo lo vamos a ir subiendo a nuestras redes sociales y por los correos que ustedes ya, con los que se registraron. Ahí vamos a estar compartiendo toda la información.
Ah, ok, sí, lo puedes compartirme el enlace porque creo que ya lo se registró en su momento, pero sí lo había visto y me está diciendo, oye, quiero, no puedo entrar ahorita, pero pucha, no sé si hay grabaciones porque lo quiero ver. Así que no sé si ustedes lo van a hacer y todo eso. Pues no, te mando su correo y su número de membresía de él. ¿Está bien?
Sí, por favor, pues bueno, ya me escribiste por WhatsApp, entonces si quieres ahí pues mándame todo lo que necesites, ¿vale?
Chévere, chévere. Gracias. Gracias, Santiago. Chao, chao.
Ese ti, Bruno. Adiós, Luis.